All right, Coach. A very nice win last week, knocking off Missoula Sentinel and solidifying yourself as one of the best teams in the state this year. I knew we already knew that, but take me through the win.
Well, I thought the kids had a great week. We're extremely focused. We played well on all three phases of the game. You know, we did obviously have some mistakes, and we watched that on film, and we hopefully corrected some of those things. But the overall effort was pretty impressive as far as just their effort was concerned. So, yeah, no, proud of the guys and looking forward to this week.
Yeah, this week should be a fun one. You've got Columbia Falls hosting Hamilton, I think. You've got some big games across the state. And then there's that little one in the capital city, too, tomorrow night.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a game that obviously both sides of town look forward to.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I think the community pumps it up bigger than maybe the kids do. They know what's at stake. They know, obviously, as far as results, who gets out a 1 and 2 seed, and obviously home field advantage. So there is a lot at stake. We addressed that earlier in the week and talked about that. I think if you talk about it too much, then maybe it becomes too big of an issue. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's a week 9 game. It is big, but we got to take care of business. We got to worry about, you know, doing our day-to-day things and watching film and being in the weight room and being good in the classroom. And then, you know, all those things take care of itself if we come out and give good effort.
You know, when you look at this game, and I talked to Dane Broadhead yesterday, the Helena High coach, but it's one of those games where you guys look so similar on both sides of the football because your quarterback play, solid. You've got Tom Carter on your side, you've got Manu Mello on the other side, and, you know, the front lines are solid on both sides of the ball. I mean, it's just there's a lot of similarities between these two teams tomorrow night.
Well, there's certainly. You know, Kraft has had a good year. Mello is obviously someone you have to know where he is all the time. And a good compliment to him is the Anderson kid. And then still in a formation, you have Petrie. And then you have Woodland. And then you got the Holland kids. So then they certainly have some weapons. I mean, they are a solid offensive group. Kraft, what did he throw for a couple weeks ago? Like 437 or something?
That's school record.
Yeah, school record. So, no, that's impressive. Defensively, a lot of the same. I mean, some of those kids go both ways. I think their D-line is solid. Linebackers are a good core of guys. They can run around. And secondary-wise, you know, you kind of just flip it and you get Ark and Lieberg and Petrie once again. So, no, they're a good, solid football team. They're good on offense, defense, special teams. So it's certainly going to be a task on Friday.
You know, and one thing, and I know you said it earlier, Coach, as we talked to Kyle Mihelish here on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline, but, you know, you don't want to oversell this game, but, I mean, it's more than just crosstown this time, and I think the second time ever that you guys are meeting this late in the season with combined just one loss. I mean, there's a ton on the line that we get to talk about. I know you don't want to pump it up for the kids, but, you know, I don't remember a game I've ever covered in crosstown over the last 9 years that was this big and had this much implications in the regular season.
No, it's huge. And, yeah, you know, being a number 1 seed in the West would be fantastic. I mean, and even two, I mean, in a sense, you look at it, the championship rolls through Helena as far as seating wise. You know, Dane's done a great job over there. You know, just through the rumor mill, the kids love him and like him, and Dane's a good guy. And I actually talked with him yesterday about a few things, but you know, he's a solid guy. And yeah, I mean, to win that game on Fridays would set up a lot of things for the future, obviously, for either team.
We've seen matchups in the past in crosstown where both offenses were so good, both defenses were so good. I don't know where to go with this game because you guys both score a lot of points. You both don't give up a lot of points. I mean, this could be one of those 6-3 games like we saw a few years ago.
Yeah, it could. I mean, some years you think you're going into a crosstown game, you got a good game plan. You're going to probably think, well, we're going to put up some touchdowns here. And then, yeah, it ends up like 2 years ago, 7-6. That was in the blizzard. But, there's been other years too. I mean, it's 21-14, 14-7.
Yep.
I remember probably a decade ago. I mean, Helena High is the big seed, about more than a decade, when Featherston was the quarterback. And they beat us. And, we weren't supposed to really be with them. They beat us in 2 or 3 overtimes, I want to say. And then we meet in the semifinals, same year. That's when Matt Miller was a freshman, I want to say. And we're down 17-0 at half, and we end up coming back and scoring 3 touchdowns. We beat them 21-17. So, I mean, you go into crosstown just not with any, obviously, expectation to win, but no real expectations, and, turnovers and special teams and just odd plays certainly come into play, and it always happens. So something's going to happen Friday night where you look at it and reflect and go, I've never seen that happen before.
and you've been around this game a long time, as has Dane Broadhead. Capital coach Kyle Mihelish joining us here. When you look at Helena High on film, what do you see that, I mean, you're not going to give any secrets, I know this, but what do you see that maybe you guys can exploit?
Well, just as they have weapons, and they're going to say they're probably the same thing. I don't know what Dane said, but, we do have, offensively, we do have weapons. Mm-hmm. And when you go from Carter to Kovic to Opitz to Graham, and you get those guys in a formation, it's like, I don't think as a defense, and I'm a defensive guy, where do you start? I mean, who am I going to take away? What, where can I double in this formation? Do I really want to play man coverage against this guy? So, obviously Schulte's going to have to make some decisions over there of who do I want to take away. So then, then offensively, so, okay, you're going to take this guy away, then we're going to go here, we're going to get in this formation, we're going to get in this shift. It's a chess game, and it's, just like with our defense and going against Mello and Anderson and Petrie, it's, okay, so who are we going to take away? Who do we think we can in this particular situation? Do we want to double him? Don't we double him? So, yeah, it's certainly a back-and-forth game. So, and, the guys that are going to make the difference are going to be the guys up front. I mean, are our Roberts, Marsh, Gross, Beeler, Musil better than their front 5? And the same thing on our end. Are they going to be able to stop power? Or are our guys going to be able to, run the football? So it's going to be a fun matchup. I mean, like you said, undefeated, 1 loss with Helena High, and it's going to be a fun night.
Is there enough seats in Vigilante for this game?
I don't know. Usually during big games like the crosstown, they'll bring in extra stands and put them there on the high jump pit or on the track or wherever. So I guess we'll see if they're going to do that. But I'm sure the pageantry of it all will be there. And that's one thing we talked about too. I mean, people are going to be here. People are excited. You're going to be able to ignore the noise, and, the banners are going to be flying and the balloons and all the stuff. And at the end of the day, it's a football game, and we got to concentrate and take care of the stuff on that grass field.
Well, and it's still in pretty good shape this late in the season, because we haven't. I mean, we had some good moisture.
Yeah, it is pretty good. I mean, we got the premier grass field in the state besides Belgrade. And only 2 left in the AA.
Oh, Belgrade still has grass too?
Belgrade still has grass.
Okay, all right.
So there's 2 of us.
You've brought this up a lot over the last few years. Can we just make the turf happen, voters, please?
That would be nice.
Yes, it definitely would be. I know this is a big game, but you got Bozeman and Billings West, teams you've seen. I mean, does it get any better this time of the year right now, week 9 of the regular season, the final week, for all these big matchups?
No, that's certainly why you do it. It's certainly why I've been a coach for these years. And, You certainly do it to win games and put yourself in position. And like I talked to the kids earlier this week, is we've created this opportunity for ourselves, so let's take advantage of it. A lot of teams obviously are not in this spot, but we have made this, and let's take advantage of it and go out and win a big football game. And that's what I had Casey Fitzsimmons come and talk to the guys last week, and that was more or less his message of why wouldn't you want to be in this situation and embrace it. Before we played Sentinel, and there's 14, 15 other teams that wish they were in the position you were, but you guys have earned it through all the hard work and all the long summers and 6 a.m.s, and take advantage of it and go get it.
Last time someone threw up on the field, coach or player?
I don't know if I can recall. Seriously, we haven't had a lot of pukers here in the last few years.
I was just thinking.
If anybody, it might be Coach Carter might have puked.
I was thinking of the video last week that was circulating of the Tennessee player that just tossed cookies in the huddle and then nodded at the Alabama team like, I got this.
Yeah. They didn't kick him out for maybe having COVID?
Let's not go there today. We're keeping this positive, Coach. Come on.
There you go.
Hey, give me something that you're gonna do today, tomorrow. Are you going to the same place to eat?
Probably this morning, my son and I, before we have film and everything, we'll go to the Early Bird.
Okay.
And get maybe some hash browns and sausage and a little gravy. That's kind of a go-to for myself and my son.
Okay.
But this week is actually a busy week for us because of small fry championships. Mm-hmm. And we have 3 West teams, and I think Dane has a couple in there as well. So those games start at 3. So we'll have film from 11 to 12:30 today. We'll practice from 1 to 2. And then we'll go out to small fry at 3, and there's another one at 5 and 7. But then today is crosstown JV. Mm-hmm. So those kids need to be back at school at 4, and then bus leaves at 5 to go to Vigilante, and the JV group kicks off at 6. So it's going to be a busy day today.
Definitely. How do you focus on grades and teaching classes this week?
We're off today and tomorrow, so it was kind of a good week with the teacher convention. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, quarter's coming to an end. You get through the days and you just kind of buckle down. Everything seems to go fast this time of the year.
Yep.
Because you're just kind of engaged and everything's going and classes flow and practice to practice and film to film and classroom to classroom. And I enjoy this time of the year because of all of that.
How much sleep do you get this week?
I've slept pretty well, I think, because when you get home, you're so focused during the day that when you hit that pillow, you're out. So sleep has been pretty good.
Oh, well, there you go. That 3 or 4 hours a night?
Yeah, probably 6 or 7.
Oh, good. You're not sleep deprived, so I appreciate that. Before I let you go, my wife said, because my wife is a Capital girl, she told me to tell Coach Broadhead he better get used to losing crosstown. So, and I told him that yesterday. I just cannot wait for this matchup tomorrow night. And I know there's a lot on the line, but at the end of the day, football runs through Helena right now. It reminds me of basketball a few years ago, and volleyball too. I mean, wow, it's a football city right now for sure.
Well, no, I mean, it's good for the community. It's good for both schools. It's good for the student body. I know the kids are excited. I mean, they talk about what they're going to do for, theme night or what the theme is going to be. And the cheerleaders are big on everything and they do a good job. Sue does a great job with the cheerleaders. And it just creates excitement. One thing I've always said, and this may be biased because I love the game of football, but when you have a good football team, the culture in the school is certainly different.
Yep.
People talk about it. People are excited. I mean, you from the faculty. I mean, you walk up and down the halls, and they're like, "Hey, great game," and they're talking to the kids about it. The atmosphere is different, and when you and like I said, I know I'm biased, but when you're winning football games, it's a good thing for everybody.
Well, we'll see how it all shakes out. 7 o'clock, little after 7, kickoff tomorrow night. Coach, good luck. Appreciate the time, and have a great day today.
All right, thank you. You as well, Jason. Appreciate it.